recorded that, by the way, so that's a good intro.
Cool.
So, Hollywood, Josh Jack Povey, good to have you back.
It is, isn't it?
Thank you for gracing us with your presence in the Hellraiser Towers. How was your Christmas and New Year?
Not too bad, actually. I didn't stuff my face as I've done previous years, so...
Well, that's presumably because you knew you were fighting on the 10th.
Yeah, but I always know I'm fighting, but when that Quality Street spot... I'll take that out, actually. keep it in, actually. We like the authenticity, but yeah, I did well this Christmas.
Good. Disciplined.
Disciplined I am.
You looking forward to February the 10th?
I am. Especially setting in with my new trainer. We've got a lot of things ironed out, a lot of like flaws I had, so it's good to see.
So you've had one fight. You've had the one fight together last November.
Yeah. And even that, there was so much improvements in that, and he said we hadn't even like tipped the top of the iceberg yet. So
you fought a debutant. He really came and gave you tried to give you hell, didn't he? And
do you know what was so funny about that? When I spoke to him afterwards, his coach was so upset because he was like, "We studied you. We saw all your fights. We worked out how to beat you." And this guy was like some unlicensed champion. He was all Queensbury, all that type of stuff. So he had a bit of a name behind him. So he came in to really
give you a go.
He definitely did. But you only could prepare for the Josh of yesterday. Not the Josh of today. Not the Josh of today.
How long have you spent thinking that up?
That was freestyle, mate. And that's it. So, but you know what? That's why I don't really study opponents, because whatever flaws they have on that fight, they could be working on it. And you've got to constantly work on your flaws, and you always got to be improving. So whoever's studying you is always going to be studying the you of the past.
So you're 9-0 now, 2 knockouts. What does 2018 hold for you beyond this fight? I mean, including this fight, but also looking past it.
Just bigger fights, bigger, better opponents.
Now, you said on social media the other day, you posted a video of you, with a particularly impressive knockout actually, from your amateur days, and you said something along the lines of you're hoping to add that spite to your game, or bring that back, maybe was the word you used. I can't remember your exact term, but...
Not can I. But what I can tell you is, the way my trainer's going now, the way my team's secure now. Last year was a bit of a jittery year. My trainer no longer in the country anymore.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff going on, so...
You can thank the Tories
for that. Yeah, so a lot of things were up and down. So for me, when the team's not secure and the mind's not clear, you just got to go out there and get the job done.
Secure the win.
Yeah, secure the win. Don't get elaborate. But now I think things are really settled. I can express myself a lot more now, and I think a lot of my flaws have been ironed out, and I'm working on a lot of things. I've got a good trainer, a good team, so now I feel like I'm really going to be able to express myself more.
I mean, when you move up to, you know, Southern area level, English level, you're going to have guys that are coming at you. Do you think that's going to suit you more than a guy that's tucking up for 6 rounds?
Of course,
4 rounds?
people have always looked at me, looked at my frame and thought, oh, let's just steamrolling, and then they just end up getting hurt. But I now know, I've now learned how to fight those passive fighters. So I think it's going to be not nice for them either way. So you can run, you can hide. Either one, you can come forward. I think it's going to be nice either way.
So you're promising to be less of a charitable Hollywood.
Josh doesn't make promises.
Please don't talk about yourself in the third person.
That's very annoying, isn't it? But no, I don't make promises. But what I can say is that I feel I'm a better rounded fighter now.
And what would you be saying? So you said you're going to get through this February 10th is it's your first 6 rounder. So get through that, put on a good show. You get through that. What are you going to be knocking on Mickey Elliott's door, asking him to do?
I don't have to knock. His door's always open, to tell the truth. But I'm sure he's got some stuff lined up for me. All I've got to do is go out there and do my job.
Would you say that the Southern area level is quite a high level at super welterweight?
I think super welterweight is quite a competitive division anyway. So you're always going to get, for example, domestic belts. You're still going to get some really good fighters competing for it.
Yeah.
So
And you've got Ted Cheeseman, and you've got Pigford.
To be honest, I don't even know the names. I was quickly looking through boxing news at the rankings just now before this interview. I just study the greats, and that's the old school fighters. That's where everyone really learns from. My last fight, this guy actually came to win. So, and at the moment, it's very hard to find opponents that want to go in the ring with me. I don't understand why.
I can think of a couple of reasons.
I can't think of a couple of reasons because I could understand that in the amateur days because I was knocking everyone out. So my name was ringing until no one wanted to fight. So I only could fight in the championships.
What was your amateur record?
No, I'm not going to say it because I don't want these people to know. I don't want them to know. So, yeah.
So you fully expect that you'll be able to bring that amateur thing back in, hopefully.
I always had it. I just chose to just take a step back and learn through boxing. Right now I want to come in, not even right now, I'm saying in the beginning stages of my career I just said, okay, let's go in there and just learn this game, work out what I need to do. Plus my team wasn't sorted out properly yet, so I didn't want to take any risks.
So now you're a bit settled. It's a big
I'm settled now, so and I understand what the game's about. I've studied it. It's not outside looking in now. It's I'm really in there. I've studied it. I've seen what's going on, so now I can express myself now.
Cool. Well, one last question actually, just because I saw it on YouTube the other day, and I know that he's related to you. So, Richard Riakporhe. Now is he at the same gym as you?
Yeah, he is.
Now, who is Isaac Chamberlain's also in your gym, right?
Mhm.
And obviously Isaac is fighting Lawrence Okoli in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
Now, Richard was saying on YouTube that he was offered the Okoli fight.
Yeah.
Signed it and then it didn't happen. What happened there? Was it just that the Chamberlain fight came up? Because surely the Chamberlain fight has been on the table for about the last year and a half because they hate one another.
Of course, and I know both of them really well.
Chamberlain and Okoli, Lawrence.
Yeah, I know both of them really well. But until something's signed, sealed and delivered, it ain't going to happen. There's going to be a lot of talk and there's going to be a lot of mind games because boxing is a lot about mind games. So someone might just throw something out there just to see what the reaction might be. And look, what people don't see behind the scenes is that a lot of fights get made, and if someone's really on that fight, then they just be like, you know what, that's too dangerous for my fighter. And then like 2 days later, they'll call them, okay, we want the fight again, knowing that the person's gone off the
boil.
Off the boil, yeah. So it's all about timing as well. So he might have just called that out to catch someone off guard.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
How is he doing in sparring? How's he looking?
From what I've seen of him in training wise, he's looking very focused. As is Lawrence. I think what makes this a really good fight is that they're both very focused. They both want it, and you can see that because the fight's so premature.
Yeah.
It's a fight that's...
It's a risky fight for them both to take early, and credit to them for taking it.
Definitely.
Really.
But I think they both really want it, and I think that's what's going to make it a really good fight. And they're headlining. There's a lot of pressure on them.
Any predictions, as you know both of them?
It's
another 50-50. Do you think it'll be a war, or do you think it'll be technical? No, you don't have to call a winner.
I think with those fights, you've got to actually just see what happens in the first round. So the first round, someone might come out and be like, "Whoa, I didn't expect this. I'm now going to have to resort to strategy." Do you understand? So
yeah.
You might go out there with intentions to destroy, which everyone does. You go out there with intentions to destroy someone, and you might take a shot and be like, "Okay, I didn't expect that." Or you might go out there and throw a few shots and miss and be like, okay, I need to rethink this. Chamberlain we don't really need to talk about because he's been in there, done the 10 rounds, he's gone the distance, he's been in the game, he's seasoned. But for Lawrence, he has been fast tracked a bit, but I do think you can get fast tracked if the level you're training with is up there.
Yeah. Fair enough. So that's on February the 3rd, which is a week before your fight. So February the 10th, York Hall, Titanium, Hellraiser Boxing. It's your 10th fight. You go into double figures. Just give everyone at home, just tell them what they can look forward to when they come and see you.
Do you really have to bring Sam to the beach? Take that out.
You're turning into Eric Cantona. Why do the seagulls follow the trawler?
Oh man, I'm in a weird mood today, man. You know what? I'm just in a weird mood. Alright, let's start that bit again.